Wish you could slide into my mind and make me mine. Push, play, rewind. It's sweet outside, and so am I. You wanna slide like dynamite. Hey, your eyes on me, find out with me, baby. Yeah, next round on you, I'll take that too. Be good to you, my appetite. Turn my hair with a side flip. I know you like it. Baby, go and earn it. Or stay frustrated. Let me draw your map, so you know where you're at. Like to attract, and you react. Hey, your eyes on me, find out with me, baby. Yeah, next round on you, I'll put that through. Be good to you, my appetite. Hey, your eyes on me, find out with me, baby. Yeah, next round on you, I'll take that too. Be good to you, my appetite.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD. If he doesn't run into any bugs, there will be a new strategy. Come on, David, hurry up. Come on, David, show us what you got. Come on, David, our patience running out. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Hello, traders. I hope you're going extremely well. Today, I'm joined by Vlad. Let me hide this off the screen. Today, we're joined by Vlad. Hi, Vlad. How are you going, mate?
Hello, everybody. Hello, David. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, mate. Today, we're going to be going through the elite backtesters to go through all of the results that have been submitted to Vlad throughout the week. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter one today because fortunately, I've had a bit of a leak in my office, so we're going to go through just the backtesting results today. And hopefully, Thursday, I think the next live stream is where I'll be going through all of how to do optimization and all of DaviddTech as well. How is everybody today? Nice to see everybody. Let's have a look through the comments. We've got Rudy. Hi, Rudy. Cree, how you going? Cree, we were just sending you a couple of emails. How you going, mate? Let me have a look. Can you see anybody else, Vlad? I can't see any other messages. Just bear with me a couple of seconds,
That's
guys.
it.
Yeah. So welcome to everybody. Welcome to DaviddTech. Like I said, we're going to be going through the best settings through the month. Let's pull up the spreadsheet, the slides here. Okay. So first of all, as always, welcome to everybody. At any time that you may have a question, we're here today to answer all your questions about algo trading and anything that goes with indicators and trading with indicators, bots, and all of those great things. So please don't hesitate to ask away at any point. But yeah, sorry, I just saw a comment from Chris. Sorry about the leak. Yeah, absolutely. Fortunately, the whole of the area was flooded, but we're all good now. Yeah, so we're here to answer any questions about algo trading, indicators, backtesting, trading with bots, and also leaks in bathrooms at any time. I'm now an expert at it. So any questions you want to ask, let's go for it. Right. I'm joined here with Vlad today. Unfortunately, William couldn't make it, but yeah, we've got Vlad, who's down in the corner here. Vlad is our community manager, and not only he goes through all of the elite backtester results, he helps with backtesting, does one-on-ones and things like that in the community to help everybody get the foot into algo trading, and also help them get over to the elite backtesters so that they can profit from everybody else's results and also submit their own results and become an elite backtester. So welcome, Vlad. Thank you very much for joining me again today, every Tuesday here. 18th of June, we are session 42. Quick disclaimer, guys, not in the slightest a financial advisor. I'm just here backtesting strategies with Vlad. We're just the people behind it. I do trade myself. I algo trade myself, but not here to give you advice on how to algo trade. Like I said, first job is for me to backtest and debunk strategies that I found on the web, on YouTube, in the books and things like that. Try hopefully come along with some good setups as well while we're at it, and then build the tools like things that I use personally, things like bots, the connector from TradingView across, and then just give it over to you guys so you can do the same sort of thing. Whilst I give you a disclaimer, also there's a lot of fake Davids out there, so a bit of a warning, guys. As the YouTube channel is growing, we're getting more and more fake Davids out there trying to take your Bitcoin, so be careful. I will never reach out to you, never send you a DM first. Please don't reply to anybody that says that they're DaviddTech asking you for crypto investments or anything like that. It's not me, not in the slightest. If you have any questions, like I said earlier, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. If it's anything to do with like the optimizer or building your own strategy or anything like that, I'm quite happy to answer. We're here to answer those questions at any time. Today, we're going to be going over a quick overview. Now, like I said, had a bit of a leak, so it's going to be a much quicker overview of what the elite backtesters are. I go through the elite backtesters and what we do every week. So if you're interested in becoming a part of the elite backtesters, you can go over to Discord, press a button, you become an elite backtester. You can become an elite backtester as a DaviddTech member at no extra cost, and when you submit your results, you get everybody else's results. We also have a giveaway, the 500,000 members, 500,000 subscribers from YouTube. 100 people will become bonk millionaires. We're giving away 1 million bonk to 100 people. This is part one. We're going to do it over 2 months, and there's currently you just have to go over to the Gleam giveaway. I'll put it in whilst Vlad's talking. I'll put the link in the comments. Oh, Vlad's done it. Thank you very much, Vlad. Yeah, so you can just go and fill out a form and things like that, and you can get entered to win up to 1 million bonk, and there's 100 people giving it away. That's the form that you just fill out. Ends this week, so don't forget to enter. Yeah, we've got like 3 or 4 days left, I think it is, until the ending of part one. 2 days is it? Okay, cool. Thanks very much, Brad. Okay, so the elite backtesters, like I said, we're a subgroup of the DaviddTech community. The idea is the power of collaboration, us all working together to find results like this. These are some of the backtesting results submitted by you guys to our forward testing platform. that allows you to see how the trading strategies would have worked on real-time markets over a certain period of time. It's a bit like a trading journal. We don't only backtest, we go forward test as well. We put them through our trading journal so you can see how the trading strategy actually worked on real-time markets. The reason we do this is, as you can see on the screen, when you forward test, often in about 50 to 60% of the cases of, well, there's probably more than that in total, on the Excel spreadsheet that you can find probably in the description below, has all of the DaviddTech setups that were sent to us by the elite backtesters. I'd say about 60% of them actually fail and fall apart, which is okay. It's normal. It's part of the game. We're forward testing, and we backtest. It looks like this. The equity curve looks like this, and it can just fall over. Good thing is that 30% of them actually work. You can see the forward testing results. You can see how they're working and how they're trading on real markets, and you can see whether they're overfitted or not. So that's the idea of the forward testing platform. You also get entered to become part of a prize pool, which is funded by the Elite Plus members. Currently, we've given away $25,000 since the beginning. And we're sitting at about $2,500 per month, which we're increasing every month as the community grows. So if your settings work out well, being one of those settings that are good, you could end up with part of that prize pool. So yeah, it's not just, you don't just get everybody else's settings, you also get entered to a prize pool. So come join us. So you literally have to go over to Discord, DaviddTech.com, or DaviddTech.com, and you can find the Discord, or you can go to discord.gg/DaviddTech. Yeah, there we go. That was a good one. /DaviddTech. And you can press a green button in the Elite Backtesters room. You fill out your name. You promise that you won't cheat, and you become part of the Elite recruits by submitting your results over to Vlad. There's a Google form over there. You submit your results over to Vlad, or your trading strategy, or even a trading strategy idea and things like that. If it gets accepted, we will put you into the Elite Backtesters, and you get access to everybody else's settings. And this is where I'm going to pass you over to Vlad. And Vlad's going to go through all of the backtester results that we've had this week. So welcome, Vlad. Thank you very much for joining me again.
Thank you very much, David, for the opening. It was not that short. You lied to everybody. Yeah, it was pretty long, actually. So, yeah, it is what it is, right? Let me just quickly add to the stage my presentation. There you go. So, hello, everybody. Vlad here. I think you're already used to me. If you're not, I'm Vlad, the community manager of DaviddTech. Today, we have the solo topic of pretty much the second set of new settings submitted through June. So last week we had the monthly review, which has the April pretty much review of the grand scheme of things. We had the performance over the DaviddTech.com website, and we pretty much had like a chart of the best overall profitable strategies. Also, the first set of June settings, and now it's the second week pretty much of this month. And yeah, I'm going to just change my screen very quickly. There you go. You should see my screen right now. We have a summit, which is on a link against the USDT on 45 minutes. We do have the McGinley trend followers, which I believe it's a top 5 undisputed chart grabber, I should say, on the most popular strategies over here at DaviddTech. We do have 196% net profit, 109 total closed trades, which for a 45-minute strategy, it's a little bit lower. I should have expected maybe like 150 and so on to have like a better general idea on how this strategy is going to perform in the future. However, I saw strategies with like 10 trades over the past I don't know, the time frame of like 1 hour, and still did fine, but had like maybe a trade over a week or something like that. So yeah, you do have to fight with whatever you have. The win rate over here is a huge one, 77%. it's actually in a matter of pretty much over 75%, which means in the grand scheme of things, out of, for example, 5 or 4, actually 4 trades, 3 are winners, which is amazing to see. That's like a very good highlighted point of maybe you decide to go live or maybe incubate this strategy. The first maybe 4 trades, there should be like maybe 2 or 3 winners, or maybe you should not lay around with only 4 trades. You should actually wait for like 10 trades, and then you also have the this aspect of the win rate. I think that the win rate is one of the most important and one of the most crucial thing to have whenever you're deciding out of the incubation period to go live, to see if the backtesting data matches the live testing data. So for example, we do have right here 109 trades, 77 win rate. That would be maybe like 80 and I don't know 88 or something like that trades, which are winners. Let's say we would wait for like another 20 trades within the incubation period. We should have at least like maybe 14 or maybe 15 winners in order to have the same matching win rate. It's not the end of the world if the strategy does not respect the win rate overall after the backtesting period, the incubation period, but still you should take in account that they should at least be kind of similar before, of course, considering going live with a strategy. Profit factor, if you are into it, pretty much around number of 4. Maximum drawdown, just below 6%, which is amazing to see. Very good number. You can definitely try to risk out a little bit more if you would like to. And maybe, I don't know, go for like a double, maybe like a 10 or maybe 11 or maybe even 12 or maybe 20 maximum drawdown. That's 100% for you to decide. That's like your style of trading, the maximum risk to reward ratio that you would like to risk to, I suppose. But also, if you're going to increase the risk, of course, the reward as well, 196%. That's going to maybe double, triple, or even more than that go up as well. Also, on the right side of my screen, we do have the backtesting performance of the few years right now. We do have the full year of 2023 and also without January 2022. We do see that currently the strategy is not doing that great. For example, we do have March, which was pretty much deal breaker, like a flat zero. And then we had April with like negative 0.11, and then very, very small percentages like over the last months. So maybe it should be like a stop as of July, maybe, who knows. Make sure you do incubate before considering going live with any strategy. Over the left side of my screen, you do have more data. We have the win rate, we have the total P&L if you're going to apply from the strategy properties a flat amount. We do have the maximum wins in a row. We do have the maximum losses in a row. Also the flat market days whenever there is no trade as well. Total wins, total losses, total trades, profit factor as well. We do have the maximum drawdown of the involved properties amount. And yeah, more ratios, the Kalmar, the Sterling, and so many other great things that you get with the DaviddTech boilerplate. On to the next one, we do have the AI versus the Ninja Turtle, which is a very recent strategy made by David. Feel free to check it over the YouTube in order to understand how this strategy works, the indicators that's actually made it possible. David, if you'd like to cover it a bit, since it's pretty much a new one.
I forgot to unmute myself. Yeah, sure. Okay, so in the main most important indicator on this is this new AI indicator that I didn't build it myself. It was submitted by somebody inside a Discord. It's an indicator that's based on, I can't remember what it is, but uses classification for it, Lorenz classification for it. Just bear with me 2 seconds, Vlad. I will give you the full name. Continue going, and I'll come back in 2 seconds with the full name of the indicators behind it.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Going back to it, we do no problem. Take your time. We do have the again the backtesting table over here of over the past performance. We do see that pretty much there was no red month, which is amazing to see. Definitely try out to see how the strategy would do in the future. Maybe again, wait for a couple trades, since we do have 159 trades over the 15 minutes time frame. This strategy does trade maybe like a trade maybe each 2 or 3 days. That's considerably good, if you ask me. We have the net profit of 198%, very close to 199. The win rate is also looking very good, 72, very close to 73%. So it's in a margin of pretty much in between 66% and 75%. So you're either in the maybe like 2 out of 3 trades or maybe 4 out of 5 trades and so on. A very, very good ratio of win rate as well. Profit factor, if you're into it, 1.5. And of course, the maximum drawdown of just 18.8, very close to 19%. Have you got the information, David? 1 moment. 2 seconds. Right. Other than that, on the left side of my screen, again, we do have also the win rate and all the data.
Okay, Vlad, sorry. Sorry,
Oh.
I've accidentally removed your screen off to put my screen because I wanted more time for myself.
Oh.
No, I was just joking. Sorry about that.
Mr. Steal Your Mic, back again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, do you want me to go through the indicators involved in the Ninja one, the Ninja versus AI? Absolutely. Okay, so the couple of indicators that are involved are these ones here, as you can see on my screen, is AI versus Ninja Turtles. We have this indicator, which is a version of the Lorenz classification. It uses a volume indicator. And then we have the Trend Force Index, the TDFI. The idea is these two here, these two indicators line up, as you can see here. We have them lining up being the trend of the direction force index going over into the green area and the AI zero lag. Of course, we have our trusty stiffness index or stiffness indicator that I've been using quite a lot recently. That just gives us a threshold to keep us out of markets when markets aren't moving enough, because most of our trading strategies are trend following strategies, and when they're consolidating, they generally don't trade that much. So this just helps us to stay out of the market when there's too much consolidation or the markets are just not moving enough for us to take profits or stop losses. So if above this red line, the stiffness being the yellow, if the stiffness is above the red line, we take a trade. If it's not, we keep out of the market because the markets are not moving enough. And that is that trading strategy for you, Vlad.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Now, I need to add your screen back on. Is it that one there? Is that the right one?
One click. Yeah, that's right.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much. Right. So I think I went over this strategy. So thank you very much, David, on explaining how the AI versus the Ninja Turtle works. No problem. So on to the next one, which we do have the silent surge. Again, a very great strategy. I suppose it's the top 8 as well. Maybe not that popular, like, for example, the ones which contain the word stiffness, or maybe like McGinley or the Dead Zone, but still top 8 contender, no undisputed, no words on that. We do have the rune on 15 minutes. We do have a 130% net profit. Total close trades 114. For a 15-minute strategy, that's, I suppose, the medium, the safe medium, I should say. Over 100, you are in the safe medium. Win rate 57%, which is great to see. Profit factor 2.1, and the maximum drawdown of just 13.3%, which is great to see. You can definitely increase this ratio, but you can also increase your net profit as well. On to the next one. Again, on Rune, we do have 15 minutes, the AI versus the Ninja Turtle, which David have just explained. We do have the net profit of 308%, 174 total close trades, which is amazing. It's in the high amounts, I should say. Maybe whatever is above 150 for a 15-minute strategy, that's very, very good to see. We do have 58% win rate and a maximum drawdown of just above 22%. Overall, this current month, June, has been not that great, so maybe wait until it ends. Also check the trades, how they have done, and maybe consider back then starting as of July, or maybe wait again until some results over the month of July. On to the next one, we do have back again with Rune on 30 minutes. We do have the silent surge. 245% net profit, 159 total close trades. For a 30-minute strategy, that's on the low side, but again, if it works, right? The win rate 60%, profit factor 1.7 flat, and the maximum drawdown of just above 20%. The table over here has been very bullish recently, maybe until October. Who knows? We do see there is like a red month, some green ones, red month, some green ones. Maybe July is going to be red. Just make sure you do incubate and see maybe there is a relationship between February and of course October. That way you could maybe try to filter out these periods, maybe within the indicators that's within the script, or maybe consider just pausing the bot or the service that you're using to actually algo trade whenever you do suspect that the events that happened in February and also October would happen again. Awesome. On to the next one on Solana on 1 hour. We do have the MACD liquidity spectrum, which is again another great strategy made by David. We do have an impressive 2,126% net profit. Total close trades 169 for a 1 hour. It's again pretty much on the lower side of things, but if it works, it works. You know the saying. The win rate amazingly 78%, which is great. Profit factor a flat 2, and the maximum drawdown of a pretty high actually amount of 33.8%. If we are going to take a look at the past performance table, maybe we do see some relationship. Not really. Yeah, there is no real. Maybe like July might be bearish again. Who knows? Just put it through incubation, wait for a bunch of trades to happen, see if the win rate matches. If not, take them under a more deeper evaluation, and yeah, everything should be fine. On to the next one on Bitcoin, back again on 30 minutes. We do have the trend who, amazing to see. 122 net profit. Total close trades 163, win rate of 55.2%, and the maximum drawdown of just very close to 17%, which is awesome to see. For a 30-minute strategy, having 163 trades, that's again a little on the lower side, but yeah, if it works, it works. On to the next one, which had a rough start, but we can see that it's picking up pretty much if you let it develop in the future. We do have back again Bitcoin on 45 minutes this time. We do have the T3 Nexus, which is again a somewhat popular strategy, I should say, definitely not to be ignored. We do have 143%. Total close trades 212, which is amazing to see. Maybe like 250 would be more ideal, but yeah, having more than 200 trades in a matter of like 30, 14, 45, sorry, and 1 hour, that's pretty good, I should say. Win rate is actually under 50, so it's 44%. If you do see something like 1 win, 1 loss, 2 losses, 1 win, and so on, something like that, be sure you do check the win rate. So it's something to actually be expected. Out of like 100 trades, there are 44 winners and 56, 56 losers. So that's why I really enjoyed this win rate aspect. You pretty much set your expectancies on how the strategy would develop in the future. If you have, for example, a 20% win rate strategy, there is pretty close to like no way to have like maybe 10 trades winners in a row just as you put it to live test. There is just very close to like 0 chances of this happening. So it's pretty much a good reality check. There is a very good evaluation to have, like as I previously stated, maybe like out of 10 trades you do have like 4 winners and 6 losers. You do see that this win rate matches, and also because you are winning more when you're actually winning. For example, the take profit would be maybe like 1.5, and the stop loss should be like maybe like a flat 1 in order to be profitable overall with a 45% win rate. More to discuss this about would be like more than an hour. So feel free to join our Discord, and then you can chat. We can meet ourselves within, I believe, Thursday. We do have a live within the community over the Discord. David agrees. That's awesome. And yeah.
Oh,
all good, David?
no, you're good, all good. No, don't worry.
Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it with the strategy as well. On to the next one, we do have again the T3 Nexus on NMT. 30 minutes, we do have 81% net profit, 183 total close trades, which is pretty good, I should say. Win rate 44%, back again with something under 50%, nothing to worry about. Profit factor 1.4, and a maximum drawdown of just above 10%. This strategy is also active. It did have, I believe, the one loss and the two wins over here, which is amazing to see, starting like with the right foot, having like a 44% win rate and having a loss and two wins. That's very good. Definitely incubate maybe for a couple more trades, and then you can consider going live with this strategy. On to the next one, we do have the setup on Ethereum on 30 minutes. We do have again the AI Ichi Master, which is a strategy made by David very recently with a revision, let's say, of the Ichimoku cloud. Amazing to see, getting back to the, let's say, old indicators, add something new and make them a lot better. I believe that's something also to consider. We do have a net profit of 582%. Total close trades 75. Win rate is 41.3%. So it's under 50, but again, that's manageable. Profit factor 3.7 and a maximum drawdown of just above 30%. On to the next one. We do have an altcoin which I actually never heard of, the DYM on 15 minutes. Again, the AI Ichi Master. This strategy is very popular. I do see some like 2 or 3 setups already, which I believe the strategy was released just this week, right, David? Or it was Williams? I cannot remember.
It was the Williams last week. This one was from the week before. But it looks pretty good strategy. Pretty good strategy.
Awesome to see. Profit factor 270%. Total close trades 12. That's a little low. But again, who am I to judge? Maybe the strategy just needs a little bit more time in order to develop and be profitable. 75% win rate, profit factor of 3.1, and the maximum drawdown of 32%. The equity curve looks pretty good if you ask me. So it's like 4 winners and 1 loss or something like that over and over again. That's good to see. Another strategy which is not
been. That coin's only been on for about 10 weeks on Bybit, so I should imagine that's probably why there's
that's why I never heard of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's been on since February, so a bit longer than that, but not that long on Bybit.
Awesome. I mean, you have February, March, April, June. You do have like 3 months, so it's like maybe 4 trades a month, which is like 1 a week, which is not terrible, I should say.
Yeah. It's good to explore. I personally would wait a bit to actually trade something like this. Obviously, it's not enough data for me, but it's good to see different coin pairs to see what they will do.
Definitely. For some people, even Bitcoin doesn't have a large history.
Enough
like
data,
if you have, for example, exactly. If you do take, for example, euro against the US dollar, or maybe the US 30 or so on, you have like years, tens of years of data.
So, yeah, absolutely, of course. Yeah.
Fight with whatever you have.
Absolutely.
Right. Another altcoin, BSV. Also never heard of this one. On 30 minutes. Again, the AI Ichi Master, 471% net profit. Total close trades 20, a flat 20. The win rate is 70, flat. And the maximum drawdown of 41%, a very high one. However, feel free to reduce it, but you're going to also lose a little bit of profit as well. Can you check for me, David, how long is this history available for Bybit as well?
It's available since May, I think, on Bybit. I think it's Bitcoin SV. I think it's May. I'm not sure, Vlad. It's hard to tell. Just bear me a couple of seconds. Let's have a look on TradingView. It is on TradingView on OKX. Is it on Bitcoin on your chart? Because I can't see it on.
BSV against the
Yeah, I've got
USDT.
bits. I've got it on OKX. OKX has data all the way back till that's a bit further, a lot further. I know it's a lot further. It's all the way back. It's all the way back to 2018.
Okay.
BSV USDT. Yep. So there you go.
Awesome.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah,
all right, mate.
it's very
Over to you.
important to actually have the largest history available to backtest your strategy. So, for example, maybe on Bybit there is like 2 or 3 months available, but for example on Binance or OKX, you do have several years. I believe that everybody is not arguing that it's a lot better to actually test it on Binance, OKX, or whatever else, right? So, yeah. Other
If
than that,
possible.
just wait.
A lot. Yeah, a lot of our newer strategies can be traded, can be tested on most exchanges like OKX. They generally have the same sort of equity curve. Some are a little bit less, some are more, but you can generally port them over to different exchanges now. So when we started this algo trading journey, it was very hard to find a trading strategy that you could optimize on Bybit and take over to OKX and things like that. But we're doing better now.
Yeah, the price action is very different from exchange to exchange. You can
Yes.
just pop up 2 charts, the same coin on 2 different exchanges. You do have different prices, the order book is different. Since they are altcoins, they are a lot easier to manipulate, for example, to pump and dump or something like that over on one
Yes, of
exchange,
course.
for example, a smaller one with a lower
Yeah.
volume. And then you would have liquidations here and there on some exchange, on others you will not have. And of course, this would also hurt your backtesting data.
Of course, yeah.
So, pick whatever the exchange is more reliable, I should say, and have a highest volume available.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Awesome. So, on to the next one. We do have Bitcoin on 1 hour. Again, the AI Ichi Master. Very close to 50% net profit. Also very close to 300 total close trades, which is great to see over a 1 hour strategy. We do have the win rate of 85%, very close to 86, profit factor 1.9, and the maximum drawdown of 7.3%. Wow, this actually looks pretty good. One thing to
Yeah.
mention is that the strategy has multiple take profits. So maybe a more realistic number would be something like 250, 230 total close trades. And the win rate also is not that accurate. However, I cannot give you guys a proper number because it's still like the amounts of wins overall. So it's like the amount of achieved take profit levels that happen. So you would have to disable the multiple take profit levels and then adjust to maybe like the final take profit level or the very first one in order to see which either is most profitable or maybe even the second one, depending on how many they are. If you'd like to trade this strategy with like single take profit levels. So you do have to test, you need to test which level is more profitable, the first, the second, or even the third one. Profit factor 1.9 and the maximum drawdown of just 7.3%. On to the next one, which is again on Bitcoin, 15 minutes. AI versus the Ninja Turtle, very popular. I see this one getting so many summits in the future as well. Good
Yeah.
job, David, I guess.
Yeah, the AI indicator I think is very, very interesting. It looks very good.
Awesome. Net profit 341%. Total close trades 226. Win rate 55%, very close to 56. And the maximum drawdown of just above 24%. On to the next one, getting very close to the end. We do have Bitcoin on 1 hour. Again, David, if you'd like to comment a little bit on the AI neural network, because there are so many people interested into like this kind of indicators, I guess.
Yeah, the AI neural network is a kind of a DIY build your own build your own sort of strategy. It works in the same sort of way as Spotify. You add the indicators to your chart which you would like to backtest. Then you go into the settings of the AI neural network, and this was based on another indicator that I found on TradingView that no longer exists. What you do is it kind of simulates a neural network. It isn't exactly the same as a neural network, but it simulates it. You give each and every one of those indicators that are on your chart a weight, meaning that maybe the RSI is more important to you than the MACD, for example. That you can find and work out with the optimizer. That's something that you can use the optimizer to try and find the best settings for that with. And then what it does is you put a threshold in. So, for example, if the threshold is 10, the RSI equals 5, and then you have the MACD at, let's say, 4, and a moving average at 2. You've broken that threshold of 10. You have 11 points. So that means that you will enter a trade. Now, as with all of the DaviddTech strategies, you set a take profit and stop loss using ATRs or another indicator that you've added to your chart. But that's how it works. It works with weights and a threshold. So it's a very, very simplified way of doing a neural network, but it is what it is. It seems to be working. There's a couple of really good setups that we've had submitted to us. There's one that I thought was going to do brilliant, but hasn't had that many trades since it was activated. But there's more and more setups being sent in through the neural network, which is nice to see.
Awesome. Thank you very much, David.
No problem.
So back with the strategy and the results, we do have 663% net profit, 408 total closed trades, which is a good number considering it's a 1-hour strategy. Everything above 300 total closed trades, that's amazing. We do have also single take profit levels, which is straight up very good. Win rate above, pretty much very close to actually 60%. Profit factor 1.59, and the maximum drawdown of just 28%. Before I jump with the next setups, are there any questions in the chat that we have not yet reviewed?
We got a couple of hellos. We had somebody who wanted us to backtest his strategy. There we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, did a indicator today with a win rate of 88%, which is brilliant. He would like us to, they would like us to test it. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. You can send it to hi@david.tech. So I'll put it into the chat so everybody can find it. If you want to contact me, you can get me via email. There's my email address there. hi@david.tech.
You can also send it over the Discord, and I can send it further.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do it through one of those two ways or directly to Vlad. Either way, I will happily review the code for you, no problem whatsoever. Well, not even review the code, but I'll give you my opinion on the trading strategy. I'm no mega expert. I've been doing it for a little while. I can tell you things that you may have missed, slippage, fees, things like that may help it. May help you. Can you show us a strategy that works on Forex? So my idea is as next week, I'm going to start adapting some of these strategies that I've already done to Forex and doing a video on Friday about Forex. We got a message also from Bybit saying that they're integrating MT5 with Forex pairs and things like that, which will make it really easy for us to be able to backtest and connect our strategies over to a broker that offers Forex. So as of Friday, not this week, but next week, I will be doing adapted strategies to Forex. They'll be forward tested on the DaviddTech platform under a tab that says Forex. We won't build the bots for them until we've got enough setups. And then when we've got enough setups, we'll build some kind of bot system so that you can automatically trade them as well.
Mm-hmm.
If it works, it works indeed. There's Vlad. And
Legendary quote.
Does anybody have any problems with backtesting? Stop. It seems when the TradingView is in sort of a rush, if you will. I mean, a time when there's lots of users. It seems like they do have quite a few problems with backtesting, with their backtester breaking at the moment. I personally have seen that a couple of times. Other than that, great product, using it all the time. But yeah, when you're changing the settings or changing the time frame, I found recently that there is a couple of problems. Sorry, guys, if you can hear I don't know if you can hear the hammers smashing apart the rooms next door. Like I said, my house got flooded with the office next door got flooded. And they're just trying to fix everything before I've got my feet in water here.
I do see some hellos and
Hi.
greetings. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, hi guys, how are you all going?
Yeah, well, returning to the strategies, I'm going to go to the next one on Solana, 30 minutes this time. Back again with the AI Ichi Master, very popular. I can see, I think we had like 5 settings so far out of 15 or something like that. We do have 215% net profit, 83 total close trades, which is a little lower on the lower side, but yeah, we do have to manage. Win rate 56% and the maximum drawdown of just above 22%. On to the next one, getting close to the final 2 ones. Bitcoin back again on 1 hour. We do have the Heikenashi T3. We have 167% net profit. Total close trades 173. The win rate is pretty low, 31%. So that means whenever you are winning, you're actually winning big. Like for example, you do have, I don't know, maybe winning 5%, but the stop loss is maybe 0.4 or something like that, in order to achieve an equity curve that goes up regardless of the win rate. Profit factor 1.46 and the maximum drawdown of just above 23%. David, can you please explain us a little bit about the Heikenashi overlay and the fact that you're not actually required to use the Heikenashi candles when you see a Heikenashi strategy made by us? This question is very popular, that's why.
Yeah, sure, no problem whatsoever. So the Heikenashi candles, TradingView has a solution for Heikenashi candles at the moment, but I personally don't. It's not that I don't trust it. It's just I won't trade it. So what we built is a Heikenashi overlay. The reason is behind the Heikenashis there's an actual like a formula, a calculation algorithm, if you will, that calculates each and every one of those candles as a normal candle would be just your high, sorry, your open close, high and low. As the Heikenashi candles are an actual formula that creates that high. That creates your open. It's a calculation of the previous candles. Smashing in the background again. I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit so you don't hear all of that, guys. Yeah, so it's a calculation of the open and a calculation of the close, which means that when you're actually going to take a trade, your trade will actually open on the normal candle, normal candle on Bybit or whatever. So open on the open or the close of the candle, and back onto TradingView. The high low. Sorry, guys, it's smashing in the background. There's questions going.
Make sure you also smash the like button as well.
yeah, for my bathroom. Yeah. So your Heikenashi candle will show on your chart on TradingView that it's entered at one price, and actually inside of Bybit or whatever it is, it'll be actually entered at a different price, meaning there'll be a complete difference between Bybit and TradingView, which causes a problem. So we created an overlay so you can actually see your entry on normal candles, and you can just see the overlay of the Heikenashi candles. Best of both worlds, and you can actually backtest it without having the problems. You can also trade it with bots or get the alerts to work on TradingView as they should.
Awesome.
Right, I'm going to
mute
my
very much,
mic
David. No problem. I hopefully don't need you anymore, like with any other questions.
That's all right. I've got 4 foot of water at my knees. I'm good, Vlad. I'm good.
Awesome. So on to the next strategy. We do have one on 45 minutes. It's on the near USDT altcoin. We do have the T3 Nexus. Some pretty impressive results. So we do have 3,286% net profit. We do have 1,129. I believe it's not single take profits, which is pretty good, surprisingly. Win rate is not that great, so it's just under 20%. So make sure you do backtest and also, incubate it and see how it goes in the future. We do have the profit factor of not just a very good amount, actually, of 2.2, and the maximum drawdown of just above 15%. And the last one for today would be one on Link, again on 45 minutes. We do have just below 1000% net profit. Back again, of course, with the T3 Nexus. 1001 total closed trades. Win rate, again, pretty low, 18.6%. Profit factor 2.1. And a respectable amount of maximum drawdown of just above 10.3%. So that's pretty much it with my settings that I had to show you guys for today. Let me quickly change back to my stage. So here we had the new set of June settings. Now I'm going to do a very small introduction for the newcomers in case anybody here has no idea what I pretty much have talked about. What's the Elite Backtesters? The Elite Backtesters is a group started by the community for the community. We optimize the DaviddTech strategies all together, and not only with the help of Botify, you can pretty much load any indicator inside it, use it as source, use it as take profit, use it as entry, as confluence, and you can create beautiful algos. The other side of the coin would be that you can actually debunk some indicators that claim some crazy numbers. So just ask for a trial, load Botify, try to see how it should be traded, that indicator, and make a decision if it's either the truth or cap, pretty much. All settings that are provided for the group stay inside the group. With the help of collaboration, we can pretty much achieve, like, I believe last month we had over 100 submissions for like 30 days, which is amazing. Thank you very much, everybody, for your input. Also, monthly and quarterly, we do have prizes. We do have prizes for the very best people, for the most active people as well within our Discord. And here is how our database of settings is actually looking like. Our goal within one sentence would be to have one script being optimized over 5 timeframes by 100 people who spend together 278 hours optimizing. That would total up of 100 million possible great setups. So yeah, why waste time? Join now, join the best algo trading community, and also get exclusive access to this project and prizes of more than now 2,000 and I believe $500. Yeah, that's pretty much it with me. Next week we're going to have the next set of June settings. Back to you, David. How do you think this session was?
Yeah, great to see so many settings again. Some really good, interesting ones there. Yeah, other than the hammers smashing my walls down, everything's good, Brad.
Yeah, also
Good to
the
see a couple of
new
people.
strategy, the AI turtle, and also the Ichimoku Cloud, the AI version, very popular. We had like 5 on that, 3 on the other. So very good to see.
Yeah, nice to see. Yeah, nice to see. The new one that I submitted, there we go. Got even more noise going in the background. There we go. Yeah, even that looks good as well. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to be redoing another video about that as well, because we go here and talk about things like profit factor and win rates and things like that. But those kind of things really do depend on you as a trader and what you're looking for. So yeah, I'm just going to mute my mic and we'll wait to see if there's any questions. And that's about it for today, because my wall's about to fall down on me by the sounds of it.
Put on some music.
Absolutely, yeah. There.
So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to address them in a chat. We're going to stay like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes just to answer everybody. And yeah, DJ, play the song.
Wish you could slide into my mind and make me mine. Push play rewind. It's sweet outside, and so am I. You wanna slide like dynamite. Hey, your eyes on me, find out with me, baby. Yeah, next round on you, I'll take the two.
Okay, we have one question about everything disappearing on using the replay. If you're using the replay and everything disappears, that generally is what we call repainting, meaning that the indicator that you're using is probably repainting. So I'd be very careful with that. Repainting, what that does, or you can have indicators that have look forward bias, which means that, for example, if you add in your trading strategy something like the high of the day and the low of the day, for example, on TradingView and many other trading platforms, they'll give you that information in your backtesting before they actually take the trades. Which obviously, as traders, you don't know that information in advance. You don't know what the high of the day and the low of the day would be. Otherwise, that would be cheating and would be lovely information to have, but unfortunately, you can't get it in advance. As when you're backtesting, obviously, the algorithm does know that information because there is past data, historical data. So it means that your indicator's trading that, even though in real life it doesn't know that kind of information, and maybe that will just that information will disappear, and when you're replaying it, it's as if it's really replaying in real life. Sorry, it's as if it's really replaying it in real life. So you're getting a replay of the highs and the lows, and those trades will disappear. So yeah, you need to be careful of look ahead bias. There's also repainting. Repainting means that in the indicator that you're using, I'm going to use. Let's go for the Vu Manchu or the what's the other one called? Market Cipher indicator. It has a green dot on it. The green dot shows up, but if you're in the middle of a candle and you don't wait for that candle to actually close, that green dot could just disappear at any time. So when you're coding your own strategy, you have to make sure that the actual candle is closed before taking it. That's why in DaviddTech, all of our strategies only take the entry until the next candle open. Otherwise, that candle can move around. That green dot can just disappear, and in your backtesting, it will show up as a trade. In real life, that green dot would have disappeared, and you would have a trade that will disappear and will be accounted for in backtesting, and can be considered as cheating as well. And that's why on replay it will disappear as well. Hope that was understandable. They're the kind of things that I'm going to try and go through in the next couple of weeks, months. Every Thursday, I'm going to go through things like that. I'm going to go through things like how to correctly backtest, walk forward analysis, how to correctly optimize. Like I said earlier, it's very, very important as algo traders to feel comfortable with your trading strategy. Vlad talks very much about win rates and how he would trade a win rate or something like that. You may be somebody who feels that a 45% win rate is not for you because you don't want to go through one trade that loses, one trade that wins, one loss, one win, one loss. You may be somebody who prefers to take a much smaller take profit and have a equity curve that maybe is a little bit more flatter. But the net profit may be a lot less, but you know psychologically that you can't take 3 losses in a row, for example. You may be somebody who wants to turn off a bot after 3 losses in a row. So you'd look for something that would be more of a trading strategy with a really high win rate, but a much lower net profit. But there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to know what you're optimizing for. And yeah, I always say, my trading strategies, I like a very small stop loss. I'm not really worried about the win rate, a very small stop loss, and I like to aim for bigger take profits and more of a reward than a risk. But it depends on yourself. So I'm going to be looking through those kind of things.
As a comment on my side, huge shout out to Johnny Crypto, the ABC trader. In the past, like maybe 2 years ago, we were considering all these strategies or at least settings which had over like 70% win rate and so on. And he came along and showed us that his actual win rate would be something like 15 or so percent, multiple entries. But whenever he's winning, he's actually winning like maybe 30 or 40% on the spot trading, like very, very huge movements. It was like
Yeah.
I don't know, for me at least, it was like a religious experience listening and hearing that kind of and witnessing actually that kind of data and strategy. Unfortunately, trading that kind of strategy with TradingView is not quite possible. The ABC, the smart money concepts, and so on. If David would like to cover in a few words regarding that.
Sure. So yeah, totally. I agree with you, Vlad. It was nice for Johnny to come into the group and discuss his strategy. Enjoyed that very much. ABCs definitely was something that I love trading because the stop loss was very, very small. It is hard, very, very hard. When you're looking at 15% win rate, I couldn't trade that myself. I mean, I'm not so worried about win rates, but when you do go through 10 losses in a row, it's really hard to swallow. I don't like that. So, that was what was the question again? Go ahead. I've got this hammering in the background and I lost the question.
Speaking about the relationship between trading on TradingView smart money concepts like the ABC, that's not quite friendly. The whole repainting
smart money.
and so on.
Smart money. Unfortunately, I've never really found a good setup for, other than fair value gaps. I've just never really found a very good trading strategy with the backtesting on smart money. ABCs was possible, but there was, like I said earlier, we tried to build an ABC strategy a long time ago, and this is where I learned as a trader about look forward biases. It was the open of the day, the high of the day and the low of the day. We were looking for premium and how to say, like oversold and overbought parts of the day. But that was where I learned the hard way that repainting existed. As for ABCs, it was more the community. Like I said, going through 10 low losses in a row, even though how small they are, is very hard to swallow. So our community just kind of walked away from that number of losses in a row, although the strategy did look pretty profitable.
Yeah. I believe that also taking under account that we are very friendly with the beginners as well. So
Yes.
I suppose beginners are very into trading with leverage and having, because the beginners won't use huge amounts of initial capital as well.
Yep.
So whenever you're adding lots of losses in a row with the leverage effect and so on, you could get into like maybe a maximum drawdown of the account of maybe like 60%. So yeah, it's not quite friendly. I should imagine having a minus 60% maximum drawdown on your whole account.
Yeah, before ever algo trading, you've got to just understand what you feel comfortable with, whether it's losses in a row, high win rate strategy. I'm a slightly
One
more
trade a month.
one trade a month. Do you need a lot, like you said earlier, Vlad? Do you need a lot of data? Is Bitcoin enough data for you? Sorry, I just had a fly. Going good this stream today. Yeah, for me.
Many people.
Yeah. So, are you a win rate? Are you interested in win rate? You interested in profit factor? Profit factor, I put a little bit more importance into than Vlad. Vlad doesn't see that as an important metric in his trading strategies. I look a little bit into strategies that have a little bit more than a 2 profit factor. I like that myself. Other things that we look at is, like I said, I'm much more of an aggressive trader than I was before. I look for net profit a lot more than win rate. As before, I was always looking for win rate, which is over 60%, because I felt comfortable with that. But it depends on yourself. It depends on yourself.
Yeah. Awesome.
Great, guys. There isn't any questions. So I guess we're going to leave you guys to it. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Vlad?
Fine with me. I mean, I covered some other subjects, topics, rather than just coming up with the updates on the daily backtesters, which I'm very happy with, that I also covered as well.
Yeah, cool. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Vlad. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back in, obviously, like Vlad said, hopefully for Thursday. Everything's all right, and I'm not up to here in water. We should be here on Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going through the same strategy as Monday, but with different risk to reward, different things like that, and adding other indicators to it to improve it. And like I said earlier, it's just really so that, number one, for diversifying, because I still believe, like Kevin David said, that diversification is the most important, whether that's increasing, decreasing your risk reward, using scalping strategies or longer time frame strategies or whatever it is, it's very important to diversify. So I'm just going to play around with those strategies. Don't forget, as Rudy said, the green competition, everybody. The link Vlad will put into the comments, I hope, if that's good with Vlad. Thank you very much, Vlad. You could copy and paste it into the comments as well. Being a bonk millionaire for, I think it's the end of the week. So you got it, bro?
Yeah, I mean, there are about 2 days left in order to join for the first part of our 500,000 subscribers over YouTube. So yeah, make sure you don't miss the opportunity of becoming a bonk millionaire. Who knows? Maybe this coin would go to $1 one day.
Yeah, be nice. I hope you all invite me to restaurants afterwards.
Yeah, imagine like multiple people.
All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us again. Good luck to everybody with the giveaway. Thank you very much for the 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Absolutely amazing. When I started this, I certainly would never have thought that we got this far. Congratulations and good luck to everybody. Thank you very much, Vlad. Have a great day. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And yeah, it's where we put the music on normally, if it goes well. Yes, off we go.
Wish you could slide into my mind and make me mine. Push play rewind. Let's whip outside, and so am I.